Hello everyone, how's it going? How we doing? Happy Monday. We're back. We're back with Rexxanna. I gotta be honest, there's times I'm like, maybe I should get back to doing the news, but I'm like, but then I won't have time to play Rexxanna. And I don't know if at this point I'm just like, I don't know if I'm just gonna finish, so to say, get Rexxanna to 60. Like that'll be the end of my break, so to say. But I don't want to lose sight. I don't want to lose sight of this challenge. And I know if I start doing news, I'm going to get lost in the sauce. But I mean, there's definitely been news to report on. I'm not gonna lie about that. But I definitely have the inkling, just not the time. And so when I first set out to do this little challenge, I'm like, I need to break up stuff. I was feeling burned out, and now I'm just enjoying it. So I don't know. I still been thinking about it. I pretty much did Turtle Wow News pretty much steady for 2 years. So I take an extended break. It's okay. We're all about balance here, right? Although I think doing 2 years of Turtle Wow News is not balanced. How's everyone doing? Nicotasis, Zilariel, Zyle, IRL, that's what I'm going to say. Thomas Lange, and someone who misses Turtle Wow News. And that's very sad. Yeah, I'm not drawing attention to it. You're welcome. But, yeah, I mean, truth be told, usually about a month after patch, there's usually a little bit of a lull in news. So part of this was strategic in my thinking, because the team generally has to recover from whatever they've been up to. And they'll be teasing stuff generally, and I do know they're working on a patch that's going to be like soon-ish. But as far as news things go, there have been a couple stories. Some of them been kind of drama related, and I'm like, glad I dodged that. But that's not to say stuff isn't going on in the community. Stuff definitely is going on in the community. But, if I lose sight of what I like about the game, I'm just not going to be interested in doing news. So, anyway, that's enough pondering. And don't worry, Haxer. I've done it once too, a long time ago. A long time ago. No one noticed. Nobody noticed. Anyway. Hello, Rob Kangren. Hello. Alright, we are... So, just to let everyone know, I did do some housekeeping, I'll call it. A couple things to point out. My skills. I got my fishing from, it was like 100 to, I got it to 191. You'll never guess how I did that, right here at this dock. I also boosted up my leather working. And my skinning doesn't need help. And I can't get my skinning to the 300 level till I get level 35. First aid's doing fine. I got my cooking very high because this area drops a lot of mithril-headed trout. And this area, that's a perfect cooking recipe for me. So I pretty much max my cooking to where it can go. So, looking pretty good on professions. I don't think I took care of really anything else. It was mostly running around. However, I did want to point out, if anyone thinks that fishing isn't worth it, take a look at this. I fished this ring up. This ring I got out of the water and put onto my finger. At level 32, this is a level 32 ring. A 6 agi 5 strength ring. It was in a bloated rock scale cod, I believe. What is this area? Huh? Oh, I see. Sorry, we're in Desolus, so this is Shadow Prey Village, the troll area, in Desolus, the flight point for the Horde. Yeah. So I mean, anything that has agility is good. I gear similarly to a rogue, so I'm gonna want agility over anything. It's not too different than normal hunters, but I also benefit from strength because melee. I don't think range attack matters about strength. I don't think there's any new gear. I do have some like new recipes that I can't quite do. Big news though, because I got my leather working up, soon I can start wearing the Grifter set. If you do not know what the Grifter set is, boy, this is a really good custom Turtle WoW leather set. It's good for melee leather wearers. It has agi, it has strength, it has stamina, and it has a little set bonus too. I think getting the 6 set requires you to have leather working as well. So we can work towards it. I remember using this, it was pretty much like the best thing I could have like pre-50s. So this is exciting to even like see on my list. Yeah, 2 trinkets. I haven't done any of the quests for trinkets. I do have an open question for you guys. Now, so if you've been following along, friend of the stream, Liraloon, who is a dryad, who has come by, we've hung out a little bit. I have voluntarily chosen to not do the quests that involve killing dryads as a Horde member. And we've goofed around a little bit. We've had a good time. However, this is why I'm bringing it up. There is a quest right here, Celendra. And it is a quest given by some dryads, the reward of which is a thrown weapon. However, it's a throwing star. I would like to do this quest. At a bare minimum, I want to do the quest. I think if I get that far and I get that quest done, what I would like to do, I'll leave it up to a vote, I think, even when the time comes. But I do have a couple fashion coins. I got those from turning in torn bear pelts. I had enough wool to have like a tailor make me some of those shirts. And I can't remember what the other thing is that I needed. Oh yeah, it was just silk cloth and heavy leather, which I had laying around. So I got a couple fashion coins. The reason I say that is that I believe throwing weapons can be T-mogged. So I could take those throwing stars as a sign from the dryads, and then in canon we'll say that they're axes because the dryads respected that I respected them. Or we can just go with, nope, all axes. Either way, I want to do the quest because it's custom, so. Yeah, Nicotasis, I think that's where I'm gonna want to go eventually. I mean, I think where we actually left off was, I want to say, we were in Shimmering Flats, I think. I was going to do some of the questing over there. There are some quests that I can do here. Let's check in these. Yeah, even this one is a little heavy for me. What are these? I'm gonna pick up the Celendra quest, and then we're gonna see where we're at. I'm gonna see how difficult it is. There might be a world where I can't do it, and I should really just focus on the Shimmering Flats quest, but I wanted to see if maybe I could at least do that one. I can't impress upon you guys enough how big of a deal having a thrown weapon that has agility is. I'm trying to think of a thrown weapon that has agility on it. The only one I can think of is like Flight Blade Throwing Axe, and I think there's one you can get off of a drop off of a troll in AV. So, oh, hey Shagu, how's it going? Thanks, I hope you are too. We're about to meet up with some dryads right here.
Hi.
My sisters and I have come down from the Stone Talon Mountains to put to rest a tragedy from ages past. Unfortunately, we are not powerful enough to accomplish our goals on our own, and now seek mortals such as yourself to aid us. If you are powerful enough, then we have much to discuss, Hunter. If you are not, then, for your safety, I will leave the details of my mission out of our conversation. You're a long way from home. Are you looking for me? I'm Celendra. I'm desperately trying to right the wrongs of the past here in Mashan-Shi. You do know that this is the place's name, yes? Not Desolus, no. That's a horrible name for it. Just because the life has been sucked out and... never mind. Look, there are signs of life, I'm sure of it. I just need someone to help me prove it. Convince the world that this land is still worth saving. For the flora and fauna that can still survive. I would like to see how far the life leeching has gone. Theodros may have stripped the life from the land, but what about the sea? The Kaldorai ruins of Ethel Rethor are mostly underwater now, but there used to be beautiful blooms of Alorel, the lover's leaf, which grew there. They can survive underwater though, Orc. This is known. Please search the sunken depths and bring me back some of those flowers as proof, if they still exist. Search the sunken elven ruins for Ethel Rethor for any living flowers to return to Celendra.
I'm game.
Picking up flowers, huh? I have no idea what mobs are over there. This one wants me to do a Stranglethorn. That one wants me to fight people in... Alright, we'll take a look. We'll take a look. If it looks a little too tough, then we'll bail. But at least I think I might be able to do this. I'm entering combat? How? Oh, jeez. Yes, help me, guards. I knew I was going to get dazed because I was still in the aspect of daze. I know there is some like rep stuff you can do here. I think over on Tel'abim, where I have another Vrograg, when I've leveled him, that's actually where I have him still. He's still like stuck in this area, just forever farming centaurs. So I've done plenty of farming centaurs in recent past. Yes, the daze aspect. It's the most powerful one. Oh, this might be a long swim. Yeah, it's not bad, Nicotasius. Yeah, what I'm gauging this on is if the mobs there are like a little too tough for me, then we'll turn tail. But if it looks like if they're mostly like just orange, no red mobs, you know what I mean, then we can try it. I think with Misha, you know, we can get away with a little bit, you know. I just got to be very careful about how I pull stuff. I'm not a ranged hunter, so I have to be very careful about how I pull things. Oh, Tom, are you there on the Tel'abim server? I remember there's There's like a rare spawn elite right here. That I remember I tried killing on Vrograg on Tel'abim, and that thing is way overtuned. And I just left. I'm like, nah, I'm good. No aspect of the shark. I mean, it's weird that hunters don't have aquatic pets, if I'm being honest. I mean, it's not odd. It's just odd there aren't... I mean, you wouldn't really be able to use them much, right? I mean, you could, but it wouldn't be great. And it wouldn't... Most raids and instances and battlegrounds, they all happen on land, so... I think for the purposes of, like, the lore, I would imagine there are hunters that have, like, shark pets, but I do not think it would serve well in Vanilla WoW. Yeah, Tom, I feel you on that. I never really played on a PvP server, so it's weird for me when I do play on Tel'abim. Most of the people there are really cool, you know, and I've done some content there, some like events, stuff like that. That's always been fun. And periodically, like, hey, when are you gonna finish your Vrograg too? I'm like, and then I would get busy with the news, and then I forget all about it. See, Rexxanna has been intentional. Oh yeah, absolutely, Nicotasius. Shamans and their shamans and druids and their ability to do stuff with water is great. Also, priests, they can walk just like shamans can. Didn't see any mobs yet. A lot of dead space. I thought there'd be more. I might actually go back on land. I always forget I have beast tracking, so I can use... Wait, are these going to be beasts or are they going to be humanoids? I think it's Naga, right? So, track humanoids. Okay, yeah, we have... Oh, those aren't Naga. Those are the little crab guys. They do count as humanoid. I know this as a rogue because you can pickpocket them. No, Elijah. If you're curious about the challenge I'm doing, it's all self-imposed. This is just a no glyph character. You can do the command... Oh, wait. I think it's still broken on YouTube. I could do it in Twitch and you can... Wait. Is it working? Hold on, let me check. Rexxar. It might work. If it does work, it's going to take a second. Oh, there it is. Yep. So yeah, exclamation point Rexxar shows you what I'm doing for the challenge, roughly. Thank you, Recangren. So there are definitely guys like under me. They're about my level. Oh, there's a mage out here. I'm here for the flowers. Hope you guys can hear Mandalore's crying. He's so sad. Oh, what are these? Level 32? Yeah. I can probably deal with this. It's a little tough having to not have any water breathing, but... Alright. I don't think aspect of the sheet is actually giving me much, so not while I'm swimming. No need to have it online. Let's see if we can get some of these flowers. There's one. Oh yeah, this shouldn't be too tough. I only need 3 of them? Oh, great. Did I get the flower? I did. I wing clipped him. I fin clipped him? Yeah, if I only need 3, this isn't going to be bad at all. Here's my next. Oh yeah, I forgot there's little air pocket things you can grab while you're down here. You want me to relocate my breath meter? I mean, I can look at it. It's not a big deal. I'm gonna swim right to this little air pocket. It's gonna be perfect. I'm gonna get my 3rd flower, and then I don't remember this quest actually. I don't know if there's like another step. There probably is. Oh geez, there's one right above me, isn't there? Z-axis is weird. Got to get out of here. This is an important spot for rogues as well. There's lock boxes that you need for certain levels of lock picking. Just as a heads up, if you're a rogue, you might be familiar with this area. There's like certain thresholds you need for like lock picking. So you either, I think you spend time here. There's like another spot you'd have to go to. At least for Horde. I don't know what the situation is for Alliance, but... Yeah, okay, the mobs aren't bad. I'm gonna turn this in. I know it looks like I'm just cherry picking this quest, but even if Liraloon isn't here, I want to be able to tell Liraloon later that I did the quest. Because if you don't remember too, when we did Black Fathom Deeps, part of the challenge is I don't have a hearthstone, and I did the group just through Group Finder. Unfortunately, that meant that I was essentially stranded, because you remember there's a long walk up the Black Fathom Deeps. I had, there's only one other member of the party who needed to walk out, and we were both like, there's 2 of us, and there's all these elites. And Liraloon actually came to the rescue and helped. Hey, it's Shagu! Thanks, Shagu. Appreciate it. Now that's a druid right there. Is that a... I'm sorry, is that a polearm or is that a sword? That's a polearm. Oh, it kind of looks like a sword, no? Bow and thank. Yeah. That's really cool. I mean, as always, you look amazing. Great druid T-Mog too. Very Tauren, very druid. GG. Hey, Jose. I must be going. Thank you, Shagu. Jose, how we doing? The Rexxanna... Oh, jeez, where is it? Where is it? Attack. Wait. Aspect of Daze is on. We fixed that. It's hard to tell if the bird's facing me. Holy crap, this thing's beating up on Misha. Also, if anyone was here for the last stream, where I discovered that pet trainers exist and have abilities that I don't have to learn from, God, it was so embarrassing. I didn't know. There's no way of knowing. That was a fun little stream. So, Misha does have better armor now. Yeah, at least the sleep isn't 30 seconds. Hey, you got this, Misha. Alright, maybe I got this. I think I... Oh, you know what? I did get a... I think I mentioned it. I did get a small axe upgrade. I got a Gloom Reaper of the Wolf. It was like a gold 50, something like that. There were other ones on the auction house, so they had better enchants on them, but I'm like, I'll take the wolf. The wolf's fine. Some of you still have to get the hard way, though, right? I mean, if you want to talk about the hard way, me not knowing pet trainers existed, the funny thing to me is that, like, all the hunters are like, how did you not know? How did you not look? I'm like, why would I look? Anyway, I beat that horse to death, but it was like, what are you talking about? Anyway, we got there. Like, I figured it out, but that does mean that Misha now has, like, other pet abilities I didn't know I had to train, like great stamina and natural armor. I thought those were things you had to, like, capture a pet to learn, I guess. Wait, if I'm running in Aspect Cheetah, does the poison daze me? No, it doesn't. Okay, good. I thought it might. Let's go. Wouldn't you like to reset your knowledge of WoW in general to you know, Rexxanna? Yeah. That's been a little bit of the hunter thing. That's why I was so exasperated about pet trainers. I'm like, I'm new to this. I didn't know. So sometimes it's, like, frustrating, but other times I think it's kind of fun. And like, honestly, outside of I feel like everyone laughing at me because I didn't know. The fun part was being like, oh, that's why Misha's been falling off a little bit. She doesn't have armor that she's supposed to have. She doesn't have stamina she's supposed to have. I'm like, oh, I just literally wasn't doing something right. I think experiencing everything for the first time in WoW is special. I will always remember my first time in any raid. The first time I ever went to MC, BWL, AQ40, Nax. It was just magical, you know? You go in there, it's so vast and so big, and there's these enemies that you've studied up a little bit on. You're like, there's this gear you want, but you know there's going to be these fights you have to, like, figure out. It's something special, and one of the fun things for me on Turtle WoW is that there are genuinely people that this is the first way that they've ever, played WoW. And so I get to, like, be part of that. I get to hear them go like, whoa, you know, when they see, like, Naxxramas for the first time or something. Oh, jeez, daze me. I kept the Aspect of the Cheetah on that whole fight. I feel like Aspect of the Cheetah, not as big of a deal if you're a melee hunter. You know, you're not trying to move around much anyway. Rexxanna, fair. I won't. This is a raid stress-free zone. Hey Sonic, how's it going? Thanks for the Vrograg fishing emotes. Alright, let's talk to these dryads. I feel like they send me back over there. I can't remember. Man, this Mark of the Wild's huge, though. All that armor. Love to see it. Okay, so what do you want me to do here, Celendra? Whose name totally sounds like an artificial sweetener.
What is nature's call? Is there trouble?
She swishes her fawn tail and small flowers drop from her hair in visible excitement. Oh, fantastic. Simply fantastic.
For the truth.
Oh, that's Cenarian Circle Rep. That's pretty cool.
Ah, the great outdoors.
Okay, maybe I'm tripping. I really thought there was like a throwing weapon. Hold on, let me check. Hold on. Did I like gaslight myself? Okay, we're gonna look at this together here. Okay, so if we go to the database and we go to items, miscellaneous? No, be weapons thrown. Okay. This is the thing I'm talking about right here. Do you see this? This is the weapon I thought I would be getting from this quest chain. So let's see where stealing supplies. This is from. Oh, this is one of the. So it looks like. Okay, so this is higher level than I thought it would be, and it requires me to start Gelkis. Now, if you don't, again, like I just pointed it out right here. Here's the tier list of throwing weapons. Again, I can only use throwing weapons. I can only use axes technically, right? So this one comes from Kara 40. This is probably best in slot rogue weapon right now because it has 19 agility. There's Farhad's Silent Nails. And this requires Ravenholt Exalted. I don't know anything about these. These are really good though, obviously. There is the Flight Blade Throwing Axe. I know these come from Lower Blackrock Spire, from Warmaster Voon. And then, I don't know about this one. I don't know where that went. But, the Assassin's Throwing Axe. Actually, I think these two come from AV, maybe? Yeah, see, they're requires level 58. And then the Balanced Razor Shivs, I don't know where that one comes from. But the fact that, look at the level differential here. This is a level 37 item. And then if I organize it, oh, sorry, it isn't level. This is by item level, I guess. So technically, this is what I have right now. Deadly Throwing Axe. The next best one I can get is Gleaming Throwing Axe. Anyway, so mystery solved. I'm dumb. I could still do this quest though. Doing this quest is a big deal. Is anything good here for me? Probably not. I might want to get this dress. It's kind of a cool T-Mog. We'll have the bands. Reset. Do I even see these? I can't even see those. All right, I might get the skirt if it's not too hard of a quest. And then we can go back to Shimmering Flats. So Route Kangren, here's something. Like, thrown weapons are, as you just saw, a very underutilized item slot. They have a lot more uses now because, again, they're no longer ammunition. They're durability based. You can see here I have 400. So like that's like ammunition. So it can help you save on bag slots if you're like a warrior or a rogue using them, or if you're doing something stupid like I am. It's a viable way to do range as a hunter. Or if you're like deeper in RP, you could definitely say like a troll hunter might be a type that would be just as likely to throw weapons, right? So that's not bad. So there's not many options though. Now there's an amazing option with that Shadrach's throwing stone. I think, let me show you guys one other thing too while I'm talking about thrown weapons. I don't know if I can, I don't think I can find it. So if I do Upper Karazhan Halls, oh, I thought this one had Upper Karazhan. Maybe it doesn't. Oh, maybe I just haven't updated it. Oh well, if someone has that item or can link it to me, just go ahead and whisper it to me if you're in game. It has a really cool particle effect. I'm not even joking. It's a thrown weapon that has a particle effect with it. So, you know, just an underused item type. I'm just glad to see getting some love. Okay, let's see what this Dryad wants. Hello, Sizilic? Oh, okay. Yeah. Ploxin, I mean, you and I both know that there are multiple versions of Atlas Loot and they have different forks, so I just must have the wrong fork. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what happened to Ploxin, yeah. I'll look at replacing it. I'm not a huge Atlas Loot user. The only reason I like using it is just to show basic items. I don't like sitting and theory crafting about the most recent items. I just wanted to show that cool new throwing stone. I wanted to show the particle effect on it. Okay, I have one more test to prove my theory and redirect some attention here from the Cenarian Circle. If the loss of life did not reach far out to sea, perhaps it did not reach far into the mountains either. There is a beautiful bloom native to here, Mashan Shi, Silver Sage. It grows high up, but where there is a sea breeze too. I would start on the northwestern shore, Orc. Search whichever hills and mountains you can climb and try to find some of those blooms. It matters so much to me. I would be eternally grateful. Okay. I remember doing this one. I think it's like somewhere in these mountains here. Oh, it's not I don't have a quest marker. All right. I like when I don't have quest markers and I actually have to look for stuff. I'm like pretty sure it's over here though. Ooh, level 35 dry snap pincer, huh? Now that dry snap pincer does kind of slap. Thank you for that, Misha. Yeah, I remember it being somewhere up here, which is kind of funny. I'm literally just blindly looking for something. Classic Vrograg thing. I had this whole plan for a weapon that I can't even get yet and wasn't even for the right quest giver. Let me make sure that's actually what the quest said. Hold on. It was... I would start on the northwestern shore. North... Oh, no. It's going to be all the way over here, isn't it? Northwestern? Yeah. I thought for some reason it grew up here. I do not know why I thought that, but... I think I may have been incorrect. Oh, geez. Did I... Oh, I thought I got in a hole. Hey, Mandalore. No, you know, buddy, I did feed you, so I'm just not gonna participate. You can meow though. You're welcome to meow. That is your prerogative. All right. I'll leave that one in the queue. We're gonna go back to Shimmering Flats. Everything I had planned for here did not work out. I really thought it would have showed me where that was though on my quest tracker. Didn't track it back. I mean, exactly, yeah. But I mean, if it's the northwestern shore, it's going to be all the way over there. And if I'm going to go all the way over there again, I'm going to do it when I'm going to do quests over there. The reason I started this was because I thought I could get a sweet throwing weapon, which was not true. So, go search the heights from another side of the mountain. Well, like, this mountain... Alright, so this is north, and then that's west, right? So... Oh, wait a minute. You're right. Maybe I could go there and get it. Raukangren, you better not be gaslighting me. I didn't think I could... I thought it might be on the other side. My gut told me it was here, but I don't always trust my gut. I'm very good at second-guessing myself. The Shadowprey Village Mountain? Not that southern one? You think it's over this way? I'm not an herbalist. I'm a tracker. I'm good at tracking animals and stuff, man. Not this. Although, for good immersion, it would be awesome if if you were an herbalist, if it tracked this for you. You think it might be here? I do not remember it being here, Rexxanna. I know I've done it once, but I cannot recall. No, you think maybe up there? I'm looking for... actually, that's a good... You know what? Hold on. Let me take a look. I'm looking for Mashan Shi Silver Sage. I wonder if it's in the database. Mashan Shi. Nope. Oh my god, what if the quest is broken? Yeah, I can't really get up higher. Yeah. I am taking a look around just in case. It's further north. Yeah, well, fish, that's what I said. I didn't want to go all the way back up here. Oh, wait a minute. That's... It is right there, isn't it? Okay. Listen, we'll get it. We'll get it later. I was supposed to do questing in Shimmering Flats, guys. I came here to get a throwing weapon that doesn't exist. Thank you for the YouTube subscription, Chris. Whoever you are, you might not even be watching, but if you are, hi. Thanks for the subscription. No fish, no. We come, when I'm ready to do Desolate stuff, I will do it, I promise. There's no quest reward I really need. Plus there's a chance, Liraloon might be here later, so if that's the case, I would love to surprise her. Be like, hey, look who I'm helping out. And then she will like, maybe that'll smooth over the fact that I did technically take quests from a Blood Elf to go kill a bunch of Dryads. I didn't go through with it, but, you know. Oh, really? Oh, well, Shagu was in here a little while ago, Ploxin. I don't know if they still are, but if that's true, that's awesome. What Ploxin is mentioning is that Shagu might make a tracker to track other things. So, like, let's say you're in town, right? And you're like, you haven't been to this town, and all you need to do is find a repair person or a reagent vendor. These are things that, like, in TBC they had, and it was a very nice quality of life thing. It's something that you can do kind of through PFUI if you know the name of the NPC you're looking for, but there's not like a way to do like DB repair. I could find field repair bots, but I can't find someone who can repair my stuff. If I like look in units, objects, items, right? But I think the goal is to have something that I could, you know, on my mini map go like, hey, can you just highlight whoever's a reagent vendor, you know? Just add water. I do genuinely appreciate the offer. I am so sincerely enjoying the vibe of just leveling the old school way. You can see my gear. I mean, I have thousands of gold. I could very easily twink out this character and blast through content. I wanna taste the content that has been released since I've come to the server. There's so much I've missed out on. And I've been enjoying doing dungeons, but all the same, I do appreciate the offer for boosting. I mean, I boosted Shabiji back in the day. I boosted Obomsawin a little bit, but I also wanted to like relearn. I know Mage like the back of my hand, so there was nothing there for me to learn. I kind of knew Shaman, basically, and you know this is different for everyone. Everyone levels their characters differently. Everyone experiences the game differently. For me, when I'm learning stuff, I want to level slow. I want to learn slowly the skills that you need so that by the end, I'm somewhat competent with my class. That's kind of the way I look at classes. But like, I played Mage in original TBC and Wrath of the Lich King. I played it in Classic. I definitely know Mage. There was no surprises there for me. When I first did Vrograg, right, that was my first tune. I was learning everything from scratch too. So, and that was hardcore, so it had to be slow. But I tell this story as well. You guys, I was just complaining about how I didn't know about pet trainers for hunters. Back when I was, I did the hardcore run for Vrograg, you know, I got to 60, you know, then I became immortal. So I'm like, hey, now I can go do some dungeons and try some other stuff, you know? And I did that. I was in my first Ubers, and I remember this memory so distinctly. You know the little spellcasting wormkin that like do like a big flame strike? If you're a rogue or someone with stuns, you're usually told like, hey, stun lock them or blast them down quick. So the other rogue that was in my group said, hey, you know, I'll do the first kidney shot, you do the second one. I said, kidney shot? He goes, yeah. I'm like, well, like, that won't stay on very long. Like, in my brain, for some reason, I had conflated gouge and kidney shot. I do not know why, but I did. So what that means is, when I leveled up Vrograg as a hardcore, I never used kidney shot. I literally had to find it because I learned it, but I'm like, oh, this is just like it's just like gouge. I don't need this. So you'd be surprised at the blind spots you can still have with a class you don't know. And just add water. I'm so glad you understand. Yeah, it's like a season. There's like a season of Vrograg. This season, we're doing something really experimental. I'm just not doing news. And I'm just leveling up a character. Is Horde a big difference in leveling compared to Alliance? Yeah, I would say so. You get... I mean, obviously you have different quests. So there's different lore. The zones you're encouraged to go to or not to go to is quite different. And that's like the base of it, really. I would say, like, the classes themselves play pretty much identical. You know, there's like some minor differences with some of the classes that have like class ratios, but that's very minute differences, you know. Yes, Rao Kangren, that is a reading skill. That's on me. Yeah, never use crippling poison. I was like, oh man. So if someone's in like the Discord, right? The main Turtle Wild Discord. If you search for my tag, I think the first time I ever posted on the Discord, way back in like 2022, I think one of my first posts, I went to the Rogue channel. Because I'm like, hey guys, you know, I'm just like some like nervous like 20-something rogue. I'm like, hey guys, how does the poison quest work? And I was all panicked. If you've never done the rogue poison quest, at least for Horde, you get a poison put on you that takes like a full 24 hours or something of play time to kill you. But I saw it, I'm like, oh my god, I have to do this poison quest stuff now. And they're like, no, it's okay. And I'm like, well, how do I do the poison quest? And they're like, it's not so hard, just do these things. I have no idea who posted, who helped me out back then, but shout outs to them. That was one of my first like really positive interactions with the community, getting some support. And, you know, I think we've all been there asking about stuff we don't know about. That's why I always encourage everyone, like, if there's someone who doesn't know something, if you can spare some time, help them out, because we've all been there. Was it 7 days? Could you imagine actually dying to that? I'm sure it's possible. There was like that guy who was like a level, I want to say 59 hardcore or something. and purposely died to a frog critter, you know, with enough hard work and dedication, you could die to anything. Oh yeah, that was the other thing. Yeah, it's a debuff for stealth. Not being able to stealth is deadly. I should have showcased what while flying. Oh, the Discord message? I can't really show Discord with OBS on because, like, OBS, like, I mean, not like I need to show names, but I get nervous about showing people's gamer tags and stuff while I'm live. I just out of respect to people because people don't necessarily want to get blown up about stuff. I even, actually, hold on. Did you guys, I know not everyone was here for the, hold on. This is the welcome screen today. That message, it's a really nice, sweet message that someone sent me, and I just wanted to post it. I even made a Reddit post about it because it was very heartwarming. Try to see if I can actually bring that over to the overlay. That's random pick 3, copy. Okay, and we'll see if I can post that here. Okay. Yeah, so this message right here, this was in Vrograg's mailbox. I blanked out the names, right? Because same story there, right? I'm trying to, I don't know if they feel comfortable with this stuff. They probably would, right? Because I'm not painting them in a bad light, but I still think it's the respectful thing to do. But yeah, I got a message like that. That was so sweet. It meant a lot to me because a lot of times I stress myself out about this kind of stuff, and I just want, I want to do right by the community. I want to make stuff that you guys find interesting or fun. And just knowing that I made someone's experience on Turtle WoW like that much more fun and enjoyable. That stuff is, it's really the best reason to do this kind of stuff that I do. Oh geez, you have a fear? Well, you know what? I have a fear too. Check this out, you jerk. Oh, that's kind of useless, huh? Misha, go beat him up. We'll show him what's what. Oh, dang. That fear's kind of strong, huh? Completely unnecessary. Yeah, so that was the message. I had a bit hard time getting why it meant that so much to you till I became yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, like, I always see it that stuff like that, you know, when you realize that, for instance, when I just do like /played, right? And I see that Rexxanna has been played for just over 3 days as of today. So think about like your main tune, right? Think of how many days you've put into your main tune, right? Knowing that you can take some of that time and make it better for someone, when you think about it in the larger scope of things, that's why stuff like that means so much to me. Because, you know, not to get too sappy, but like, you know, you only have so much time on this world, and if you can make people's experience of things better, it's a worthwhile endeavor. So that's why that stuff matters so much to me. And that's why I wanted to share it too. Because it's very easy to get, it's very easy to keep aspects of Cheetah on. It's very easy to get hung up on negative things that people say, on all the things people are doing wrong, things that you don't like, you know. The human mind is just drawn to those things naturally. And sometimes it's good to remember the good things. What makes you happy? What made you enjoy stuff? So, like, obviously I don't need that, you know, I don't need that ego boost, but there are people out there that do a lot of work to help others. And if you take the time to thank them, you'll be surprised how much it means to them as well. Someone like Cherry, like a lot of the GMs, who sacrifice so much of their free time to make the community function better and be a better place. if you just take a little time out of your day to just say something nice to them, I can't tell you, like, that means so much to them because it validates what they're doing. And what they're doing is trying to help you. And, you know, being gracious for that, it's a good thing. I always forgot to salute the dwarf. Rao Kangren. Have I played Heroes of the Storm? No, I never really got into MOBAs. I mean, that's pretty much all that story. I understand that's a MOBA. The closest I ever got to MOBAs was just playing Warcraft 3 back when I did, when it was like released, you know, ages ago. So never really got into it. Also, I'm trying to think. I think I played a little bit of Hearthstone, but I'm just like, oh, this is like more readily monetizable Magic the Gathering. Okay. And to me, with Hearthstone, with its like Hearthstone versus Magic, I'm like, why would I play Hearthstone when, like, with Magic the Gathering, I actually have cards? Of course, a lot has changed for both Magic the Gathering and Hearthstone over the years, but that was kind of a turnoff for me, so I never really did much with it. Oh jeez, look at all the stuff I have to kill here. I'd love to see it. I bet you I would like Rexxar. I've seen like some of the artwork and some of the voice acting for Heroes of the Storm. I never played it, but it sounded fun. Yeah, Ploxin, it is. Like, I'm not gonna psychoanalyze anyone, but I would say Cherry cares too much for the community. Willingly spending more time. So like, here's an interaction of like stuff that I know has happened before. There's someone having a meltdown about something, right? They're very upset. And for people like you and me, you would either ignore them or just tell them, you know, shut up. I don't care. And that's even me. Like when I'm even being the news orc and I'm like, dude, it's not that serious, you know? Cherry's the kind of person that would take time to be like, hey, like, I'm not going to tell you if you're right or wrong, but I'll hear you out, whatever you have to say. That kind of work and the patience required to do that is saint-like and worthy of praise, but it does have a psychological toll. I'll tell you that right now. And if Cherry has a little less stress in her life, that's good. That's good for all of us. Will you get a different bear as you level up, or are you staying with the same one? You know, Chris, I mean, honestly, this looks pretty similar to Misha. I don't know enough to know if, like, there's, like, a good reason to get a different bear. So, you know, visually, it's hitting the mark. We saw a couple streams ago when we actually went to Desolace for the first time. We saw the Rexxar, right, and Misha. It looked okay. Like, I think it has some other stuff on it. I'm not sure if it's paint or scars. Oh, really? It's gonna be like one of those? Okay. Oh, really? I didn't know. Again, I literally do not know stuff about Hunter, so it's all learning for me. Can we kill you in melee? Yeah, there it is. I'm trying to get Misha to attack this vulture, but Misha just doesn't seem to be able to. Might be a bugged mob. Oh, and good news too. I did fix my keybinds. So now zoom in is mouse wheel, and shift mouse wheel in and out is now my attack or pull back the hunter pet. Not plus or minus like it was before. It's a lot more comfortable. Oh, yeah, so Lubdub, what I have done is I've captured other animals to learn the skills that I need to train Misha, and then I release them. But I have pretty much only kept this bear. Any other pets I've had just long enough to learn the ability that Misha needs to learn. Hopefully that answers your question. Wow, there's a lot of free leather here. Dang. I'm loving this. Is that like a hyper spawning vulture? Can you attack it? Okay. I can hit it if I'm like right in its hitbox here. I need their hollow bones, evidently. Sorry, that was a. We've been having that weird sound issue where like the death calls of the. Oh, okay. No, don't worry about it. We'll get another one. I still need these. Ooh, there's one. I still need these rocket pieces. Is that one? No. No, don't crystal gaze me. Whoever is killing all this stuff and just leaving leather out, every leather worker appreciates the work you're doing. Thank you. You're awesome. I need 30 car parts. Jeez. There was a time bear druids and silver palm were tameable. That's awesome. We just missed that car part because this. I can see that I'm not alone leveling out here. I guess it's a popular spot. That's kind of cool. See if you can help out. See if you can help out, Misha. Go help. Good work. Crap, sorry. Apologize. I think he was going after the car part there. I feel bad now. Oh, but I still need some of these tortoises, so why don't you go, oh, that's a dead one. Dang. People be killing out here, dang. It's crazy. You can escape that crystal cage just by backing up for 5-7 yards. Oh, really? Oh, that's good to know. I'll try doing that next time I face off against one. I'm gonna use my immolation trap for sure because these guys have high armor because they're turtles. Oh, it's a 30% drop off those turtles. Ooh, that ain't gonna fly. I don't think I'm gonna finish that quest. Alright, these ones I just need to kill a certain amount, so that's okay. Excuse me. I think I ate something today that did not agree with me. I've been burping a lot. Wait, that one does a mana burn? What the heck? I like it that I can just send Misha in, like, well before I get there. This must be, like, one of those nice Hunter and Warlock things you guys all enjoy. Because I've been noticing that, like, oh, I can skin and just send Misha in after the next thing, and it'll be fine. Also, the out-of-combat healing for pets is really nice, so... average room temp, what I can tell you is that optimizing this very old and janky client is something that took me, like, literal years to perfect. There's lots of tips and tricks on how to do it. The best thing you can do is ask around in the Turtle WoW Discord and support and modding and add-ons, those kind of areas on how to best do your setups. There are some allowable client modifications like vanilla tweaks, or is it fixes? One of those two. Super WoW, NAM power. Sometimes it's a matter of figuring out which particular thing works best with your current graphics card, that kind of stuff. There is some comedy in the fact that running this game, running 1.12 in like a sandbox, if you have like Windows XP, works perfect. Modern systems struggle with this old janky client, so you're not alone. You know, if you like WoW and you like what Turtle WoW is doing, I would say stick it out, see what you can figure out. I guarantee whatever issue you're having, someone has dealt with it. Just be patient, try to figure out what's wrong, and you'll get there eventually. But I sympathize and empathize with your struggle. Oh, you made Misha run away, you big jerk. Yeah. Also, you keep using CH as an abbreviation, and it wasn't until just right now, like, community helper. Community helper, yes. Someone like Ploxton's like a community helper, and if you ask in those channels, you can usually get some support. Sometimes even, like, for the more complex issues, like, sometimes devs will even, like, jump in. People have gotten this game running on, like, Steam, like the Steam box, the little handheld thing, Linux systems. So there's plenty of different issues that have been around and problem solving that has been done. So hopefully you find something that works for you. If all you're losing is a couple frames, consider yourself blessed, sir. I know some people that can't even get the game to show up on their screen because they had the gall of having an ultra-wide screen. Yep, DXVK does help a lot. Vanilla fixes helps too. No, please, no Linux. Well, I'm not going to sit here, Haxer, and act like there aren't people in the community that actively use Linux and help support each other to do it. That being said, the team hates dealing with Linux problems, even though some of them play on Linux. It has nothing to do with you guys. It's just, it causes an extra layer of headaches for them when they have to develop stuff for clients. Which add-on do I use for UI? Well, I'm so glad you asked. As I'll always plug this. there is a great community member who's just actually in chat a little bit ago. Hold on, let me see if I can bring this up. If you go to Shagu? Yeah, shagu.org, okay. If you go to shagu.org, because I'll always shout his website. This is that one. Shagu.org. Oh, I don't even have the whole screen here. There it is. This is PFUI. It's one of two majorly used RAID frame UI customization add-ons. It's part of a suite. There's PF Quest, PFUI, and there's plugins directly for Turtle expanded content. You can find it all here. And a community member named Shagu, who actually plays on Turtle WoW and was just actually hanging out here a little bit ago, is the person who develops all of it. If you really like his work, his GitHub's here. Donate button's right here too. Throw him a couple shekels, because it certainly made my playing experience a lot better. I feel a lot more modern. And in comparison to other add-ons, it is a lot more efficient with your resources. Also, fun fact about PFUI. PFUI. You can, I think you can share. You can actually take this, I can copy it and paste it and give it to you, and you could have my same UI, or you could give me yours. That's a little functionality not a lot of people know about. So if you really want my UI for some reason, DM me in Discord at Vrograg, Vrograg, and I'll hook you up. I think someone was around here for a little bit cheap in chat. I actually helped them. You gotten the bug where keybinds are not saving? That, I've only had that happen, but when it's happened, I know why it's happened. It's because, so if the server crashes, if my client crashes, or I lose internet connectivity, if like for whatever reason, I lose connectivity unexpectedly and the client shuts down, it won't save any of the keybinds I do. I've never had that bug though, where it's without a crash of some kind. I've never had any issue of stuff saving. I think Turtle WoW could exist. I think it would look a lot different, if I'm being honest. But yeah, I mean, it wouldn't exist like it does now. Man, Mandalore's he's really bummed about something. I mean, guys, I did give him food. But he's meowing a lot today. I don't know what's got in his britches. Oh, I did the vanish thing. Why didn't it work? Oh, wait a minute. I can always do this. I forgot I had Feign Death. If you're curious about my damage, like on the right, how I have all my outgoing damage and all my incoming damage, that's mixed scrolling battle text. With I just set up the way it is. Luddubdub, what I would suggest to you, if you're having that problem persist, because I don't know why that's persisting, what I would say is, do I even have the... I don't think I have it active on this character, but there is an add-on. Not Talent Saver. Oh, where is it? Action bar profiles. I believe this one will still work. I don't think it's been updated, but the architecture behind it still works for me. What you can do is you can save your keybind profile through this add-on. And even if when you load back in, if everything isn't reset, all you have to do is you'll click like one of your mini-map buttons, like this action bar profile. It'll have a little icon somewhere near your map. You click it, you tell it which profile to load, and all your keybinds that you saved previously should show up. So that might act as a workaround if that's just happening to your client specifically. I feel like I've heard of someone else that happened to someone else, but yeah, I give it a try. You know, you got nothing to lose, so. Shago has one too? I had no idea. No, not mana burn. Oh wait, I thought that was a crystal gaze. Yeah, no problem. I'm always happy to help with, especially with that kind of stuff. We're all in the same boat with dealing with a poorly optimized client, doing black magic stuff it was not made to do, and we all just gotta kind of deal with the consequences. If you have a late NVIDIA driver, it's having issues with the DXVK mod. Yeah. If you are updating your graphics driver, I would. You should always update your graphics driver. What I would also say is keep a backup profile just in case something goes wrong and you need to log in. Usually, if something happens and it breaks something else, they'll later put out a fix for it, but it's not so easy. Because, like, if you, God forbid, if you play another game, you kind of want your graphics driver updated, so. But, you know, if it's something where, like, you know, you have, like, some kind of event you're supposed to be at on Turtle WoW, and now it's just not working, keeping a backup of your driver profile is a good thing to have. Yep. Yeah, exactly, Gareth. I had that for a while myself, where, when I had Super WoW installed, what would happen is anytime, like, I would have my window, and if I clicked on any other window, it would black out for like 2-3 seconds. There's a fix for that, but again, I needed someone in the community to kind of cue me into that. Oh, this is a level 35. That's why we're having problems. Get him, Misha, get him. He's level 35. He has tons of XP for us. 470, not bad. I should actually equip these boots. I keep these boots around because they have run speed, which helps my cheetah. Oh, that's good to know, Jose. Yeah, I'm not, I know... I don't know if this is like a good idea or a bad idea, but I really don't care about frames per second. I spent some amount of time in the Super Smash Bros. Melee community. Not like a content creator, just like a player and an enjoyer, right? The reason I'm bringing that up, though, is because those guys, when they have tournaments and stuff, they still, if they can, they play on CRTs, because they have a refresh rate that is very fast. And Melee specifically is a game that has, for a lot of like the high-end tech of the game, has like frame perfect inputs. So you need like perfect, crisp fidelity as far as frames goes. So like, you know, you end up learning about like literally what are the human limits of reaction time and human sight just from like osmosis. Humans see at 60 frames per second. I understand having more frames per second can make a more smooth image, but I don't feel like I'm getting more information. I don't know. Maybe that's just like the boomer in me or whatever, but that stuff doesn't bother me much, you know? Wow, I killed that many turtles, and that was my first shell. I don't know, we're finishing up the shell quest, guys. I don't know about all that. Oh, I need 6. No wonder there's people farming these. They take forever to kill and finish. I mean, it's okay, Love Dub. Like, I have 123% rested experience points left, so killing mobs of this level, it's just a win-win for me. Oh boy, the race is happening right now. Oh, this is Rat's guild base right here. If anyone hasn't seen this, it's a nice little guild base. I don't think there's many people left on from Rats, but they left behind a nice little legacy guild base here. I'll just sell some junk. Thank you. Ooh, wow. I bet you a healer might like these. Hey, if you're a healer that's level 28 or lower, you can whisper me, and I'll send you those gloves. I mean, healing power at lower levels isn't as big of a deal as it might seem, but it doesn't hurt. Oh, that's right, they had a fish merchant. I love the fish merchant. I love all merchants. Look at this place. This is a swanky little guild base here. They got a bank, pet there. Goblin pit.
Have a good one.
And look, they have a fighting cage. Oh, I love this stuff. I think I heard Mandalore knock something down. I'm gonna be right back. Stupid cat. Okay, he was just goofing around and knocked something over. He's fine. Still a stupid cat, though. Also something to keep track of. If you are a, if you're leveling here, keep in mind large venom sacs are part of a reagent needed for lesser poison elixirs, which are needed for some Nax runs. So they actually sell for a decent value. You're going to be killing mobs, the scorpions, I can drop them. So make some gold. Make some gold, it's easy. Is this the one that does mana burn or not? Yes. Mana burn sucks. What's it like to be a real hunter? Have ranged weapons. Well, average room temp, have a good day at work. Thanks for dropping by. Hello, Zydeco? Why did you mana burn Misha? Is it because Misha doesn't have mana? I'm actively involved in the poison curing trade, thank you very much. Blessed. Because they make lesser poison elixirs, which cures your poison. Yep, yeah, I put that up there because someone was curious what my swing timer is looking like. I just haven't moved it off. It's also important too because I've played enough Rogue where I try to do my yellow damage abilities when I won't interrupt stuff. I don't even know if that's how it works for hunters. It may or may not, but you need to know the rhythm of your weapons if you're a rogue and trying to avoid that. So what I'm talking about is when you see that bar, if it's like in the first half of waiting for its next swing, if you're a rogue, what happens is if you hit like Sinister Strike or Hemo, it will reset that timer, which means you miss out on one of your white weapon hits. And for especially combat rogues, that's your bread and butter of damage, so you don't want to interrupt that if you can avoid it. It's kind of a min-maxy thing, but when you've done the amount of raiding like I've done on Vrograg, it's something that you actually like try to consciously look out for. And I'm pretty sure the only weapon ability that matters for is Mongoose Bite. Because, what is it? Raptor Strike is a queued weapon ability. And Carve, I think Carve's also yellow, so I should keep an eye out for that one too. What's the add-on for the swing timer? So the swing timer, Jose, is Super WoW SP Swing Timer by Einbaum and BRZ. Now, it says Super WoW because this is the version that works with the Super WoW API. So you need the Super WoW DLL in order for this version to work. There's a version that works without Super WoW. I think it's the same name or a very similar name. All this should be on the Turtle WoW wiki for add-ons. What do you mean it's too far away? Get over there, Misha. Come on. Oh, Misha's upset because I haven't fed her in a bit, and that's on me. I'm sorry, Misha. Here's some of the mithril-head trout I caught recently. How long does the feed pet effect stay on? Because I think you lose some of its effectiveness if it goes away early. We should get some threat here. Ooh, 209 on a crit. Let's go. How much mana does Feign Death? Feign Death costs 80 mana. That's kind of funny. Some of the arbitrary small mana amounts that some of these abilities cost, it's just kind of funny to me. I think like a Shaman's Grounding Totem is something like 40 mana. It's something really small. And you only notice that because you get like a refund of mana when you do Totemic Recall. And if the only totem you have out is Grounding Totem, it's like you get 4 mana back or something stupid. We need buff food for pets. I mean, scrolls exist. It would be cute. I would say it would be cute if there was food for pets. That would be my reason for wanting it. But remember, I'm just learning Hunter. I don't want to feel any particular way about all this stuff. I'm just learning like all you guys. Well, maybe some of you guys do know a thing or two, but I need a bunch of these guys, huh? Am I crazy for that? I thought there was a pet food. Is there not? Oh, Misha resisted the crystal gaze. Way to go, Misha. Oh, Garrett, that's awesome. I think, and I'm not trying to put any value judgments on like, oh, because you did something that's slightly easier, if it's better or worse. I know people that have done hardcore. I think you're probably gonna have the easiest time of it if you do Hunter, because you have very high survivability. It's not just feigned death, it's the fact you have a pet that you can, things go sideways, your pet can take stuff and you can run away. So that makes a big difference. Same thing for warlocks, but I'm glad you're enjoying it, because I've been enjoying Hunter too. Granted, it's a very unorthodox version of Hunter. It's still been fun all the same. Get a little closer. Boop, boop. Look at that axe in its head. Misha, get him. Get him. Oh, he's dead. I did too much damage. Yeah, my first hardcore tune was a mage, and my mage died. But happy accident, now we have Vrograg. So many mobs. And we're about halfway done the rocket car parts. That's nice. Oh, there's also a custom area right around the entrance of Tenaris. Are you getting that? No. Okay. Oh, geez, sorry about that. I just hit the mic. Hopefully that wasn't loud. Go help out. Okay, he's still getting rocket parts too, so... I've told the story of why my mage died. It was a different time in hardcore, but back then they had added the team had added a bunch new of elites when they didn't have leashes on them, and I pulled an elite on accident, and I couldn't run away because there was no limit to how far they would chase you down. There was a limit, kind of, if you could get your way to like a higher level town or a city, then the guards would take care of it, but was tough. Caves, yep, caves equal graves. Elites, because elites are super at times overtuned. And escort quests, because escort quests do something. They make you walk slowly through an area where you might have respawn, so it's always dangerous. Misha, you okay? You done taking a nap? Alright. Oh, I don't need these guys. No, warriors going buck wild. Well, we still need some of these guys. I'll be right there. Rest in peace, Sadix. Sadixek. And also, thank you, Fish, for the tip, by the way. The higher level turtles are more likely to drop the sparkle shells that I'll end up needing. I'm doing okay. Also, like, I like how low key I'm just like blasting through this level just because they're yellow mobs. I have rested. It feels good. You think they would get rid of the elite tag and make them a bit buff normal mobs? A lot of those area quests are not done. I mean, I'm not against, like, strong mobs in an area you need to be aware of and be wary of. I think that kind of feels more immersive, you know? I think there's something nice when you don't know everything about an area and you have to kind of figure it out for yourself. Or rely on the community to, like, give you tips about how to do things. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's kind of where I'm at with, like, with stuff where I'm like, well, you know, I think it encourages a complacency that, like, being hardcore requires, like, there are things you cannot mitigate as risks. That's just how that goes, you know. I would like there to be a world where elite mob tacking wasn't a thing as far as boosting characters. I say that as someone who's benefited from it, but I think it obviates a lot of the content the teams put time working on, so it kind of feels bad. Oh, so John Allen, what that means is, in Turtle WoW, so my persona, Vrograg, is an orc rogue. Let me show you something here. So, in Turtle WoW, there was an alpha ability. It might have been alpha or beta. That was supposed to be on rogues and they got rid of it. It's it's called Disguise. It's an ability only rogues have. It has this little icon right here. This is the skill. The skill allows a rogue to apply disguises. This is something you learn when you're low level as a rogue. So, Vrograg's an orc. So I put on a human disguise so people don't get as disturbed. Actually, I think I actually have the pictures too. Hold on, let me see if I can get one of these. I have showed up on stream once without my disguise on. Oh boy, where did I put that picture? Oh, I think I know where to find that. Sorry. All right, it's under current. Okay, we'll go there. We'll just change this for a second. Stream pics. Well, that's way too big. Hold on. That's me without my disguise. That's me without my disguise. John, hope you enjoy. Anyone who's here, I did not even advertise that stream either. I just like, hey guys, I got something special to show you. Let's see, you need a VTuber avatar for Vrograg. So I have. I've been talking to Sonic, who's the guy who does my, that did the Market Watch script. He knows his way around code a little bit, and he's messed around with some OBS stuff. I might do PNG tubing. So you see like this little picture right here. Right. This was made by Riddle of Lightning. Riddle has also done many little doodles of Vrograg that look like this, and I might at some point see if I can get like a series of those from Riddle, and then what I would do is in the lower right hand side you'd see like a little Riddle doodle of Vrograg. That's how far I've taken it. I know there's like other things you can do. Hi Zydeco. But oh, hold on, guys, we got a Mandalore appearance. What's going on, buddy? He's gonna meow at me? Okay. He's just doing cat stuff. Haxer, I'm also glad that like, I'm glad I didn't make a big thing out of it and I just randomly did it one day. But I had told people for a while that I was planning on doing it sometime. Shoutouts to Murag who helped me with all the makeup. So, I mean, the makeup I wear right now to look like a human, obviously. Where did I get the name Vrograg? FantasyNameGenerator.com. I don't even think the name Vrograg came out. I think I saw a name like Vrograg, and then I ran with it. I, like, tweaked it. What? Oh, you just scared away poor Misha. Oh, I see. So after they're feared, they forget who they were attacking. Interesting. That's good to know as a hunter. Yeah, I remember I saw the name on FantasyNameGenerator.com, and I was just like, that's a properly orky name. I'll take that name. Guys, I can't believe it. Mandalore is on stream, and he's like voluntarily doing it. For people who are new to this stream, he does not like being on stream. I put his cat bed in such a spot where he might actually want to be there today. Oh, guys, what if you get a cat nap? If you get a cat nap, that's a blessed stream. Hey, Mandalore. What's going on? Hold on. I can bork my entire camera, but it might be worth it. Just be nice and careful. Don't tell him. Don't tell him. I know the resolution's a little low. Could you imagine tuning in for the first time being like, what the hell am I looking at? Very early watchers of my stream know, before I ever put my face on this stream, I did occasionally put down a camera for Mandalore. It worked a couple times. Hey Mandalore, what are you doing? You think I'd have taken a nap? You gonna take a nap? Oh, buddy, I'm not playing games, dude. I fed you. Oh, I see. He knows. He knows. Oh wait, I gotta do like. Oh boy, I lost it. Lost it. Where'd it go? It's Alt. There it is. Hold on, I gotta figure this. Oh geez, if I do that, that'll mess up stuff. Misha, take care of it. I'm busy doing camera stuff, Misha. You gotta help me out here. Okay, I think we're about back to where we were before. Hope everyone enjoyed the Mandalore hour. Are those Celithids? Oh, that's right. Celithids did come all the way up here. I think there's even some in the Barrens, too. Jose, I used to play Super Punch-Out quite a bit. I even remember the voice line for the character you're talking about. Gabby J. They call out his name and they're like, boxing, Gabby J, and he goes, yay. I have such a distinct memory of that. I hope that rekindled some nostalgic memory for you as well. I thought your name Haxer was just a spelling of hacker, but you wanted to do it all leet speak and did hacks, H-A-X, instead of H-A-C-K, which is the correct English spelling of hack. Yes. Make Misha run, not me. Haha. No, it was the name for my troll shaman. Really? Oh, that's a good name. That makes me think of a Magic the Gathering card called Hex Troll, I think it is. Or maybe it's a troll that has hexproof. Does anyone remember the troll I'm talking about? Any Magic the Gathering fans out there know what I'm talking about? No, Misha. Misha, don't pull stuff unless you have to. Well, that actually worked out. Oh, okay. That's actually a good name. What? Oh, jeez. Haxar, I want to say like late 20-aughts, early 20-teens, maybe. It was some troll that had hexproof that just made me think of that. I mean, also, don't forget exactly how old I really am. Like, when I first started playing Magic the Gathering, I played back in First Revised and Fallen Empires. And if you know how old that is, you might have an idea of how old I am. Really? You have some alpha cards? That's crazy, dude. I mean, there's a lot of alpha cards that aren't worth like crazy amounts. I doubt I have a huge crossover of people who watch me and also Pay Money Wubby, but I watch Pay Money Wubby. I watch his streams sometimes, and he'll do sealed like starter packs of like alpha and beta and first revised. He's trying to get. He doesn't want to stop until he gets Power 9. I watched the stream where he got the Mox Emerald. I don't even like that stuff that much, but that was pretty hype. I got to admit it. It was pretty hype. It's not even my cup of tea, you know? But I was just like, yeah, that's... The reason I like what he's doing is that the legacy collectible market for Magic the Gathering is rife with counterfeit and faked product because it's still sealed. But Pay Money Wubby don't care and will just open it anyway. And he's been scammed a number of times. And you hate to see it. You have 2 original Black Lotus? Jose, that's wild. I hope they're in decent condition, because that's a good retirement plan right there. Get him, Misha, get him! Wait, is it revised alpha or beta, do you know? So I think there's only 3 sets it came out in. I think, was Black Lotus in revised? First revised? I think it was. Until they said, wait, you know what? It's too strong. Jose, hey man, I don't know what you got going on in your life. I don't know what your financial status is, but you could make it better. If you sold one of those cards, you got 2. What you need 2 for? I mean, unless you play Legacy and you really prefer to have an authentic copy, I mean, homie, just proxy it. It's all good. Unless like you're like a diehard Magic the Gathering fan, I feel you on that, then that's cool, but oh, what, Paladin doing Paladin stuff. Woo. So fun. Look, I can pull a bunch of stuff and then take 5 minutes to kill it. I feel sorry for the mob he's killing. It's like torture. It takes him so long to die. Zlik dude. Turtle WoW started as an EU server only. That's Nordanaar, what's known as now, when it was only one server. And there is a Tel'abim PvP server, which is EU based as well. There's only one South America server. That's the newly formed South Seas server. And there are, I want to say 3, maybe 4 Southeast Asian servers that are part of the like the Chinese market there. Is that Braska? No, that wasn't Braska, was it? Was it? No. No, that wasn't. It can't be. Oh my god, what if it is? I mean, Lub-Dub, I try to remind people about it, but then I just kind of start sounding like old man yells at clouds, you know? There's nothing wrong with it, it's just... I think it's important to remember how far Turtle WoW has come. I think a lot of people lose sight of that. I try to keep that in perspective. And the team itself has gone through a lot of growing pains because, you know, I've talked about this subject before, but, you know, Turtle WoW started really as like a small hobby passion project for an RP server, you know? And slowly over time it became something else. It became more, I would say, even. And the growth of the community and the growth of the team over that time has been something that I've been privileged to, in part, chronicle through all the, you know, little news stories and stuff that I've done in the past. Because I was really fortunate to start doing, like, the Turtle WoW news stuff when I did, because that's when the real big sea change happened. When, you know, the server went from, you know, 2,500 when I like first started. I remember like one of my first news stories was that like oh my god, we hit 3,000 concurrent players, and then that was May of 2023, so 2 years ago, right? And then by that summer, we were dealing with queues because we had more than 10K players on. And that was a wild summer. 2024 was a lot more tame. Hopefully this summer doesn't get too crazy, although I did see something recently from someone in the team that the server got like in the high 9,000s recently. I think it was over the weekend. That's Nordanaar. But I think the team's a lot... You have to remember, like, before then, the server started in late 2018. So there was essentially 4 years of, like, being a really small, humble server. Maybe one of those years might have been, like, moderate growth. And then it exploded. And the fact that the team's been able to pivot and take advantage of the additional resources they have to continue pushing forward their project, I think is kind of commendable, because you know, I was in loose contact with members of the team, and that was a very that would be a stressful time for anyone, right? Where like something that you've poured your heart and soul into is suddenly like gets all this notoriety, and you know, if there's any creative types here, you understand like how much pressure you have when someone enjoys your art, because you want them to enjoy your art, and you also want them to enjoy it the way that it's meant to be enjoyed, and you feel a responsibility to the audience, you know. On a larger scale, that's really what happened to the Turtle team, and they had to kind of figure it out as it was happening live with a bunch of angry people, and it really was a wild story. But now the team has more resources and more experience with dealing with population spikes. Before then, it was like literally one server, and you know, it blossomed into like half a dozen in a couple of years. That's a lot of growth. So yeah, it's been riveting and fascinating to follow along. Yeah, Jose, by the way, we should be clear. Jose is talking about Black Lotus, the Magic the Gathering card, not Black Lotus, the reagent needed for flasks. I do not promote, nor will I ever RMT or anything like that. I never want that on me. No, sir. He's looking up the prices of Black Lotus's, the Magic the Gathering card. I advised him that you might want to sell one if you have two. And, you know, your boy Vrograg, if you want to toss like 5% my way finder's fee, wouldn't hate you. You know, I got some dental work I got to get done, and you know, it's very expensive in the States, so maybe, imagine. Yeah, so Zlick dude, so one of the things that, if I'm being perfectly honest, I've been neglecting a bit, but one of the things that I had been following and had privilege to sort of have access on is progress of the Unreal Engine client that Cenarius and the Unreal Azeroth team have been developing. They are still working on it. It is a big task that is very hard to know when it's going to be finished, for a multitude of reasons. Part of that is because there's a lot of secrecy around it, because many things in the private server world are very low-key, because it's like, it's legality, if you want to call it that, is kind of gray. There's a lot of people interested in taking someone's work and using it as their own. That's a whole nother can of worms, because then you get into like, well, VMangos, there's open source, and that, again, whole can of worms. I could crack it open, don't really feel like doing it right now, but that is the plan. They're still working on it. It's a big task, and the team that's doing it isn't the Turtle team. It's a separate team of people. The reason I make that distinction is because the plan is to have Unreal Azeroth as like a platform for other private servers to use the Unreal Engine to run their servers, use that client for their servers. Presumably it would work off of VMango's server core, mind you, but yep, it's real. Because it would be on Unreal Engine, it would also work in Android, which I think is a huge selling point as well. So Jose, I'm not a legal expert. I would argue, though, that Blizzard has done a little bit, not a lot. They've done a little bit to protect their IP. Calling it abandonware would be a little wishful thinking, but I also think intellectual property laws really fall short of respecting and giving credit to the people that do work on them. This is a larger topic too, right? Because corporations also do this as well, where someone will do a bunch of work for them, they get all the profits, and, you know, well, then you can say, oh, they can sign a different contract, and it's like, yeah, sure, but they're starving artists, you know? Again, it's a much deeper rabbit hole to go down, but I think it would be unfair to say Blizzard has done nothing in the vanilla era to protect their intellectual property. I don't think it's quite abandoned. I think they don't care about it, and they're quite cynically just trying to juice it for money, because that's what corporations do. In that respect, they've abandoned their principles, yes. But I don't think they've abandoned the concept of vanilla WoW. I wish they did too, Haxer. Or handled it like Wizards of the Coast handles Warhammer. Wizards of the Coast can suck a big one, and so can Games Workshop. That's how I feel about those companies. Yeah, I mean, so the one that I'm probably most intimately familiar with, Zilk Dude, thank you for the follow, is Dungeons and Dragons and TSR selling out to Wizards of the Coast. Now, the guys at TSR, it's no secret that back then, they were going bankrupt. The guys that worked at TSR and had made so many interesting adventure paths, had made a cool system with Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, there was a very real world where that was just going to be abandoned, right? And the guys that put all the work into it, they were able to get a nice payday by selling the intellectual property to Wizards of the Coast. The thing that's a bummer is that Wizards of the Coast isn't really a good curator of, like, the much more open concept of tabletop role-playing games. And over time, we've seen that. If you know about the Paizo and Open Gaming License debacle from a couple years ago, how their Wizards of the Coast can be quite litigious as far as sharing creations that in many respects are like community-made creations, but act like it's their property. And, you know, it's kind of messed up. And as someone who grew up playing Dungeons and Dragons, that hits me on a different level. You know, that in many respects was like my childhood. And, you know, I have some company just saying like, oh, you know what? Like, sorry, you can't use Beholder in your game because that's actually Wizards of the Coast property. So there can't be any like licensed material about that. We can't see that anywhere. Otherwise, like we'll like do a cease and desist on your website, like that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of messed up. And Games Workshop, yeah, just as bad. If you've watched the If the Emperor Had Text-to-Speech YouTube series, one of the greatest introductions to the lore of Warhammer. It's funny, it's pithy, it's kind of snappy, it has like a cute little animation style to it, great voice acting, good script. It has a really interesting take on the lore. And then Games Workshop comes out with like a new YouTuber guideline for people using their content, which pretty much expressly forbids that entire genre of video from existing. And the guy who developed all that did a lot of the writing, a lot of the voice acting for all of it. Like, he had like a kid and family. Like, he's like, I can't keep going on with this project because I can't, like, I'm worried that I might lose my livelihood because lawyers at Games and Workshop want to protect their intellectual property. So I always thought that was a little messed up. No, I got you, Axer. And, you know, if I'm being, completely, if I give, like, my real opinion about everything with Turtle WoW, there's something that happens in general to game developers. You know, obviously Turtle WoW is kind of a very unique case, but they're not immune to the fact that as they get bigger, they have more staff, they have more development goals, that kind of stuff. They have to start running stuff more and more like a business. And the fact of the matter is that for better or for ill, some of those cautionary tales from, much more corporate entities are ones that we should carry into the future when dealing with Turtle WoW, because they're not going to be magically immune to it. Just, that's why I so strongly encourage community empowerment, because the only people that can really take the Turtle team to task on stuff is the community. We're the people that play their game, we're the people that donate, and it's one of the reasons why we should keep them honest whenever we can. And that doesn't mean, like, be assholes to them. Please don't. They're human beings too. But as Turtle WoW grows, that's just always going to be sort of a lingering concern, something that we need to be vigilant about. I think when I say we, I mean we as a community. When I first started doing Turtle WoW news, my biggest concern was for, this has always been sort of a specter of private servers, but corruption, backroom deals, kind of gold selling happening, people paying money for special favors, that kind of stuff. It's very hard to keep accountable these parties that do a lot of stuff behind closed doors, because they have to do them behind closed doors, because that's how they need to be private, because Papa Blizzard ain't happy with their existence. I mean, I'm not gonna say that every single person on the team, has never done something bad. I don't know all of them. I will say that after 2 years of working on stories around them, speaking to many of them, and understanding what I can, the biggest fault they have is they just have communication problems. That's really the big one. And I do lambaste them every single time they do it. Also, to be fair, if you're dealing with an international community, you're probably going to have a lot of people that aren't native English speakers, so you've already started at a disadvantage. But that doesn't excuse needing to have clear, concise communications to your community. But it has been a lingering issue. But the team does at large still listen to the community. They're not listening in the way that we tell them to do X and they do X. It's more like they do X and they're like, why are they asking us to do that? you know, that's usually the response. And it's really hard to parse what are, you know, people are just overreacting about. Are people underreacting about things that are important? And again, keeping that whole thing afloat is quite a task. So things in time are going to continue getting more complex, compounding, and it's fine. But it's been a very enriching experience. I don't even know how I got on this topic. I've just been waxing poetic while killing mobs, which I think is what I mostly do during these streams. I left Anniversary Classic today for Turtle WoW. Welcome, brother. Welcome. I left Classic TBC for Turtle. I mean, it didn't exactly happen like that. I got really fed up with Blizzard just absolutely cynically just really charging you a subscription for like literally nothing. Like they weren't really doing anything. I'm not gonna lie, like I do know this on the back end. Running servers does cost money, okay? So let's not pretend it doesn't. It does. Trying to get customer service, trying to deal with community destroying RMT, it just didn't happen. I feel like many people, myself included, were like, we're done. Like, we're good, you know? Well, I mean, Zilk, I think that's a perfectly understandable perspective to have. The project's been around since 2018. I've been playing since 2021, technically. 2022 is when I really started playing. So I think that's warranted, but I don't want you to be in a situation where like I'm gonna miss out, so I do something I don't want to do. What I would suggest is think about what's fun for you, and if you play Turtle WoW for a month and you're good, then you're good. If you play Turtle WoW for years on end, then you're good. We'll never really be in control of everything, right? But I think what Turtle WoW offers that is hard to find is a really good community. And that's going to be real no matter whatever Blizzard does. And I think if Blizzard really put their foot on the throat of Turtle WoW, they would have done it in 2023. I'm not gonna lie. Like, that would have been the best time to do it. I'm not saying it can't still happen. But I don't find that apprehension to be crazy. Yeah, and that's true too. It's free. Like you're not losing anything by playing it, right? And so, to be fair, I would recognize that if you played it and then through a unfortunate series of happenstance, the second after Zilk starts playing, suddenly they have to close down the server. You do lose the time. So this is what I at least will say, and this is about retail WoW. This is about any kind of game that has a community behind it. Time that you spend making friends and having fun, that's not lost time. Like, that's time you enjoyed yourself. Just because something doesn't exist anymore doesn't mean it isn't a good thing or that you didn't enjoy yourself. And I don't normally get into love life stuff on this stream, but if you have a relationship that ends poorly, but the relationship was good. It sucks. But if you still had good relationships, like if you still had a good relationship at some point, you still have that, you know? So no change of current circumstance can take that away from you, that you felt really good about something for a certain time. And stuff changes. So, you know, it's just, it's kind of just the nature of things, so. I had no idea I'd get so philosophical today. Maybe it's something about being out in the desert here. Zero 10 worst experience of my life, would not do again. And you see, even people who have terrible experiences with stuff, I mean, I know I can be, I think I literally have had Jamie from the team call me toxically positive. Even moments where you, as a person, have a terrible experience, you still learned, or I hope you learned. You can still learn something from terrible experiences. So, you always have that. Okay, Haxer, I don't know if you were there for that. I think it was, right around patch drop, and, you know, everyone on the team's super stressed out, least of which is Jamie, probably losing his mind about something. And, you know, I do my Vrograg thing, and I try to be positive and uplifting for everyone. Jamie calls me toxically positive. What does that even mean? Yeah. No, you guys were half dead. I was tired, and I'm American. You guys are European. So I'm like, did they sleep? I guess not. I do encourage people to take care of themselves. It's tough because there's a lot you want to do in life, and sometimes circumstance or your body doesn't want to let you do that thing. But here's the truth. If you don't take care of yourself, you will melt down, burn out, and you won't be able to enjoy anything. So, that body thing, though, what are you talking about? By the way, I don't know what I say most of the time, especially when it's just sort of free association thought, word drivel that comes out of my mouth. So if I said something about a body that I hid, don't listen to that. Yeah, Zlick, I mean, I don't have kids, but we are of an age, and I understand that. I also understand that parenthood, when you get older, is a lot tougher because you need that energy. So, I feel ya. Is Akalix safe? Who's Akalix? Never heard of that name. Go. Attack the thing. Thank you. Oh, I'm still a rocket car part. How much do I still have left to do? Oh my god. Nothing changed. Nothing changed. I think I just slowly worked on this quest. That's right, yeah. I mean, I got plenty of rested left. I mean, again, like, having rested and then doing nothing but killing mobs, turns out is really good for XP. These scorpids are not giving up their salty scorpion venom, and it is very annoying. I still need 2 more from these guys. Time for 2 more deep philosophical topics. All right, shoot. What do you got, Hexer? Exactly. Oh wait, I got a level. Yeah, let's make Misha a little stronger. I like that. Oh man, we only need 1 more hard tortoise shell. There are turtles at the end of Moradon in the pool area around Princess Theodros that drop turtle pets. And every time I see them, I'm like, oh boy. Maybe when I see other turtles, they'll drop pets. It does not work that way. Oh, hey, act like someone was just talking about you. I've never met you in my life. Actually, that is also true. I have met turtle team members in real life, but Aklix was not one of them, despite the fact that we share a country and a continent. I mean, to be fair, the U.S. is pretty big. It's pretty big. But, you know, even with the turtle team members I have met, you know, because of the sensitivity around, you know, private server and with private servers and people needing, not wanting, but like needing to keep their privacy. Like I didn't want to get into specifics about who I met or anything like that. But if you don't believe me, how do you think I got this mug? How do you think I got this mug? I mean, Haxer, time zones do mean something. They mean the world is round, and I know that's tough for some people to hear, but some people got to hear that. Also, true story. I did class council. I don't know why I'm thinking of... Oh, I know why I'm thinking of this. I think the people that did class council, I think they might get Turtle Wow mugs too. So my mug's going to feel like less of a collector item, which is kind of a bummer. The world isn't a 3D model of a cow. No, not yet. Soon, though. You know, I'm kind of happy in a way. I haven't seen Aklix in many of these streams. However, I think it's like a happy thing because I know what Aklix knows about hunters because Aklix, the tune, is a hunter. And I think seeing some of my, we're going to call it elite hunter gameplay probably would have been painful for Aklix. Okay, Aklix, can I ask you this? Did you know pet trainer, like, sorry, when did you find out that pet trainers exist? Oh, I'm dying to know what Aklix has to say about this. Oh crap, what if he never figured it out? Haxor, don't give it away. I want to hear what Aklik said first. Oh man. Wait a minute, I'm just trying to heal up. I'm just trying to heal up. Give me some time here. But yeah. Okay, so Akalix had a similar experience to me in that there's nothing in the game that tells you about hunter pets until you go, why is my pet sucking so bad? And then you have to like look into it. I was fortunate to have someone in chat go, when's the last time you saw your pet trainer? And that's when I found out pet trainers exist. Looks like Akalix had a similar experience. Well, well, well. Thank you, Akalix, because now I can use that to dunk on Murrog, who's like, you just didn't see a pet trainer? And I was like, how do I know to look for it? The pet trainer UI is one thing, right? Like, I'm not even picking on that. I'm just picking on, like, how would a new player know that that exists? Without another hunter telling them. It doesn't even need to be like, you don't even need a quest. You just need like a dialogue option. Just to be like, when you're talking to like one of your early hunter trainers, they'd be like, hey, by the way, you should go see a pet trainer. Like, that's all you need. I was reading all the stuff when I was learning hunter things. Because like, I could intuit everything I needed to learn from pet trainers. I just needed to know they existed. And that being said, pet trainers should have way more animals around them. That would have made them more visually appealing and attract more curiosity. Lore-wise, it makes sense for a demon trainer not to have demons roaming about in the middle of a city. But a pet trainer, like, you should have like a little cavalcade of pets just hanging around. I mean, it's okay to be unwise. No, Lubdub, he's still here. He's probably playing another video game, because he's just a filthy casual. He's a raid logger with mortality, I bet. Misha, come back! Oh, you're playing Overwatch? Stop giving Blizzard anything. Screw them. Oh, really? What are you leveling, Akalix? Okay, what am I still trying to... I think I still need tortoises and... Oh, did I get all my salt I needed? I need rocket car parts and some more basilisks, it looks like. Oh, yep. That's great. It's a lot to take in, you know? I mean, some of this stuff, like, it's actually a good time to have, like, a good perspective shift on this, because, obviously, the team usually laughs at half of the stuff I have to say about things I'd like to have different in the game. But I feel like, I have a couple things that I could bring that, like, hey, I've never played Hunter. I tried it. I did it live. Here's what I learned. Here's what I didn't learn. Here's what you guys could improve about the experience, about the dungeon experience, right? Questing, what the Horde experience is like. They don't want to hear me complain about the Horde more. They've heard me plenty of times, but that won't stop me. I have something to say about the Horde. Exactly, Acklix, you get it. Like, the vanilla game is built around the leveling experience. Raiding exists too, but it's built around the leveling experience. And the best way to understand the game is actually to level. Nikitasis plays Heroes of Might and Magic. So you're from Eastern Russia? No, you're from Eastern Europe? You could just say you're from Eastern Europe. I only say that because Heroes of Might and Magic is very popular there. And I'm sorry if you just got called out. Yeah, see? How did I know? I don't know why. I don't know what happened, but Heroes of Might and Magic just super, like, there are still people who like it and play it in the US, but it just popped off for no reason in Eastern Europe. There's a whole bunch of people that just love that series. And at first, because I most of what I learned about Heroes of Might and Magic was from Seth Zintach's videos. If you know who that is, cool. If you don't, it's a little risque content, but if you can handle some gamer humor, you can probably handle it. But I thought he was just kind of like joking around about like all that Eastern European stuff. And then when I started interacting with more Eastern Europeans, I'm like, oh, that wasn't a joke. Like, they actually, they all have played this game. It's like some shared psychosis they all have. Yep, exactly. Yep. I like Seth Zintach's content for sure. Like, a lot of the humor things are a little whatever for me. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and act like I didn't giggle about it, but I think if you don't understand where he's coming from, it can come off as super offensive. So like, just, if you've never experienced it, take that with a grain of salt. You know, I'm just preparing you. But actually has really good perspectives on some classic video games, you know? Yeah, exactly, Bess. Like, I'm not gonna say like his opinions are unwarranted and unfounded. I'm just like, eh. And if you like Seth Zintach, you'll probably also like Mandalore Gaming as well. They're like in this similar oeuvre of like plays and talks about really obscure video games. Mandalore's a lot cleaner, comedy-wise, but very well written out scripts. Probably one of my favorite YouTubers. Oh, hello, Diaper Hawk. How's it going? You new to Turtle Wow? How are you liking it? How many problems are you having with your client? You know, Haxer, even though I don't really like shooters that much, I still had LAN parties with CS 1.6 in my family basement. True story. And we would just play for hours at a time, listening to music, drinking, and having a blast. I yearn for those summers sometimes. First day, the problems almost made me uninstall, but it all got fixed. Yeah. Yep. No. Hey, you know what? You're not alone, Diaper. That's a Turtle Wow specialty. If the team has put a Bitcoin miner on your computer, then they've been getting a lot of Bitcoin from me. But it's yeah. A lot of it has to do with the client. You'll hear that a lot. The client is a strength and a weakness. It allows them to do stuff no one else can do, allows players to do stuff no one else can do, but it also is the oldest and has the most problems. Yeah, I think really, so, I mean, I did that when once I was in my early 20s, like college age, when I would do like, so this was like after like real Counter-Strike was out, 1.6. The only reason we used 1.6 when I would have LAN parties was because it was super cracked and we could get it on a bunch of laptops all at once and no one had to spend money, right? But, like my childhood summer game will always be like GoldenEye and Perfect Dark for the N64. That I would play with some of my neighborhood friends in his basement for hours on end. I could, to this day, I could walk around the map of 007, or I guess it was in Perfect Dark as well. I could walk around the complex map right now. I know where every single twist and turn is. But you know, shooters never really stuck for me. I don't know what it was. I just couldn't keep playing them, I guess. Also, it was funny too. I think part of the thing I got turned off by was that I didn't adapt well to dual stick for a controller for shooters. I just didn't do well with it. Diaperhawk, do I have a list of add-ons I use? Hold on, you're watching on Twitch, so you can't exactly VOD this, but I do. It's a lot. What I will tell you is, you know what? I'll do you one better. I'll get you a good place to get started. Let me get my website up here. Turtle WoW Wiki add-ons. There you go. I'm gonna paste this in chat for you. That's where you're gonna find the community curated list of add-ons. Not all of them are like 100% guaranteed working the best, but they've all been checked by the community to be relatively working. That's the big list, and if you're looking for a nice UI overhaul, you want to go to this website, shagu.org. PFUI is the UI that you see me using. Go there. Ask around in the community about what works best. There's a couple... a lot of it has to do with preference, right? But those two will get you started for what you're looking for. A couple things, if you're coming from Classic, to know, you're not going to be scanning the auction house. You can, but it takes forever. You want to use wowauctions.net to check stuff on the auction house. I can type that address in too. www.wowauctions.net. I don't even know if that works. Will that work? Well, I didn't type it right. Hold on, I'm just testing this. Okay, that... Oh, it's because I didn't put an HTTP on it. I'm gonna keep spamming Twitch chat. Okay, there's the website. There it is. Use that for auction house information. You have scans of Tel'abim, Nordanaar, the South America server, South Seas. You could check out that. For threat, you want, I think it's Turtle WoW threat. That's the one that's going to work the best. Everything else, it's kind of dealer's choice. Like, what are you looking for? What do you want out of your game experience? What do you want things to look like? But PFUI also has PF Quest and Shagu tweaks. Those are ones you probably want to get if you're higher performance player, you also want to look into getting some look into your launcher for ways to modify the exe to make it run better on a modern computer. Bada bing, bada boom, you're done. And then you're off to the races. The Warcraft 3 UI is fun. Oh yeah, yep, that's true too. If you're into roleplay, TTRP is the go-to for the community. And again, like I've been saying, just ask around. Ask around what people prefer, what people use. There's a lot of nuance to like add-on preference and then I'm probably going to miss here, but hopefully I gave you the tools you need. Wait, come here. Yeah, no problem, Diaper. I hope you have a good time, whether you're here for a week, a month, or for eternity like me. Hope you have a good time. We got the last turtle shell fragment. Wait, no. Nope, I still need hardened tortoiseshells. Alright, I didn't get it. Dang, look at all that crud in my bag. Let's clean out some of that. Yeah, the color setup I have here is it was like based on another one, but I did the colors myself. But I like dark UIs generally. Alright, I need more turtles. More turtles. As I pretty much did almost a full level just killing these guys. Should I be farming for raid? Yes. Did I? No. Do I regret it? Nope. Can I heal Misha in combat? Oh yeah, I can. Look at that. That's what you use that ability for. What, Zlick, Nordanaar is in... They're past Nax. They're into Kara 40. So, same thing with Tel'abim. The South America server is in phase 0. So you either have fully progressed, and by fully progressed I mean you have the plus content in there, or you have almost none of it with South Seas. Yeah, thank you, Akalix. Oh man, come on. No, Misha, you pulled it, you fight it. I'm sorry. And you're afraid again. Great. And now I'm scared. Now I'll skin it. All right. This has been a mess of a pull. I don't even need these for any quests either. What I need is some more turtles. Yeah, all these, are they all over here? Oh, I still need some saltstone basilisks. Okay. We're gonna put on the turbojets here. It is. You're right, Gildark. I'm not complaining. I'm just trying to get the quest done. Like a little bit. What, this is like my second lap of this entire like dried up lake bed area. It's all looking a little samey to me. All right, you salt tide. We'll go deep for these. I am fortunate enough to live in an area where I don't have scorpions, like, living around me. I would be scared of scorpions too. Also, I think it's really weird that scorpions are arachnids. Like they're in the same family tree as spiders. I don't know why that messes with me, but I'm like, yeah. It's like all the bugs you really hate are all just like in the same family. Well, like people hate. I actually like bugs, but the bugs that creep me out the most are like centipedes and millipedes. Yeah, I'd agree with that. I mean, it's like spiders do so much good for humans, even though we give them a bad rap. Because like the plurality of spiders are like killing pests that we hate all the time. Like who do you think's killing hornets? Who do you think has the cojones to kill hornets? Maybe spiders. No one likes hornets. Who's watching after your garden? It's a garden spider. Who's killing all the stuff that wanders into your kitchen? It's your kitchen spider. You see what I'm saying? Like, spiders are helping us, and we just give them a bad rap. I feel bad for them. I'm afraid I haven't eaten many spiders. I'm not against eating arthropods. As someone who loves lobster, crab, pretty much, I haven't had something from the ocean I don't like yet. That's the Sicilian in me, I think. But I'll take it all. Yummy, yummy. And because of that, see, what it unlocked in my mind is that I'm like, oh, like spiders and bugs and all that stuff, they're just land arthropods, that's all. I know I like ocean arthropods, so why wouldn't I eat the land ones? I still need... Oh, these ones I just needed to kill. Interesting. Okay. Don't do the carve, because if I carve, I'm going to pull that other guy. Oh, man. Wake up, Misha! I need your moral support. We've been chain slept. Oh wow, Misha came out swinging. Look at those crits. Let's go. And with that, we are done the many, many, many quests over here. We'll put on the link step boots and get going. I think, I mean, if we're talking bugs, right? Something that I don't talk about too often. It doesn't really come up very often, but I almost had a minor in university for entomology. I actually worked for a local Department of Agriculture and worked with the state entomologist And I love learning about bugs. I love bugs. I'm particularly fond of Coleoptera, or the beetle family. Little fun factoid I remember is that if you make a list of every single species of land-dwelling multicellular organism, Coleoptera, just beetles, makes up a third of the list of species. There's a lot of reasons for that, but there's a lot of species of beetles. They differentiate really quickly. So, like, you can have 2 different species of beetles living on the other side of a mountain from each other. But,
Here there.
it's fascinating stuff. There's your rocket car parts.
Let's get her back.
Who else wants quests? I got all these quests, boys. Let's go.
Good day to you. Very good.
Hi, you're a tall one. You have a great day now.
No, they have follow-ups. That's the worst. Is this finished race?
Good day to you.
Oh, right. I never finished that quest. It was like, I don't know if it like bugged out or something. I couldn't figure it out. Something weird happened with the Raceway quest.
Talk to me.
And there's another quest here. Up top, maybe? Yes, yes, yes. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. One more quest here, then. I'm just going to the question marks. That's all I know how to do. Yay, bump in the road. Is that it? Yes. I'm in Shimmering Flats forever. Yes. All right. I'm going to be right back. I'm just going to hit the bathroom quick. It was like a fugue state. I just did all these quests and that's all over. Right? It's all over. I can leave. I have so much junk. Repair. Alright, what don't I need? I don't need any of that. Lots of leatherworking stuff. That's cool, because I have plenty more leatherworking to do. I can't use that. Why do I have rock scale cod? Might be able to sell these. Okay. Sort that out. There it is. All right, and let's, did I get a bank for myself? I actually don't remember. I did. Just put more leatherworking stuff in there. I think buzzard wings for cooking. Right. And those are for elixir of poison resistance. I want to hang on to those. Okay. Okay, so we did get... we got, like, some amount of level. Question is... what are these follow-ups? These follow-ups send me all over the place. They do. Tenaris doesn't really have anything for me quite yet. What time is it too? Okay, yeah, I'm not going to be doing... I do have to, like, get dinner ready for Murug later. So, probably want to work on which area I want to start working on next. I don't want to jump into a dungeon. Although it is good to see what dungeons I'm available to do soon. $33. Nomergan and Razorfen Crawl might be a good move. Yeah, I have watched some of that Blessed. It is really good, the newer stuff he's put out. Yeah, I'm trying to think. We're still a couple levels short of 35. That's the big crafting level. I don't think much has changed for me for Desolus. It might actually be STV I need to go to. This is always a difficult part where... Oh, wow, there's just... Oh, there's level 30 quests in Booty Bay. I should have been leveling there. I didn't realize it. Dang it. Yeah, I did the first round of hunting quests over here, but then I assumed everything in Booty Bay was higher level, so I didn't even bother looking at it. But I think all this stuff would have been like perfect for me. Yeah. And I think also the other spot I was looking at was Dustwallow Marsh, but I think these are still... these are a tiny bit out of my reach. Not too far, but there is a little questing hub here. This is like 35, I think. And Ashenvale. I still have a quest here? Oh, I just up and left that quest. I forgot about this quest. Oh, I should do that. Well, that answers that. I know where I'm going now. Yay. That's all custom quest stuff too that I want to do, so I will see if I can do the race against time thing. Misha, I think I need to dismiss you for this. I don't need to, but I am. Drink vendor, crewman, all right, you.
What's up?
Find Daisy and complete the lap at the best time. Okay.
Hello. See you around.
Okay, this is great. The other person didn't leave. I might win this race. I just want to get one of those prize boxes, because if I get the swag goggles, I'll have sunglasses forever. let's go, let's go. And this one doesn't have a timer on it. Yesterday it did have a timer, so I don't know if I did something wrong. But I did get the race start, so I think something worked right. Objective complete. Okay, I did one of them. I'll get a prize box. Woo!
Yo, keep it real.
Alright, what'd we get? What'd we get? Oh my god! Let's go! This is actually pretty hard to get. I mean, it says it right there. Guys, we got our first trinket. We got our first... Oh, it has to be level 4. But still, I got my first trinket. Yep. Hey, have a good night. Nika Tassis. Thank you for chatting. I know. I can never do it when I'm here for characters I have mounts with. Yeah. So I didn't do like the central race. I asked a goblin, and the goblin's like, "Yeah, race for our team." I don't know what I did right this time. Speak to Gazlo and Ratchet. I mean, if I'm gonna be going to Booty Bay, I'm sorry, I can stop in Ratchet on my way up to Ashenvale, so I might as well pick up that one. Derek, right? Right? It's pretty good. I'm pretty excited, pretty jazzed.
What's on your mind?
What do you want? Bring Gravel parts order. All right, another. Wait, that was for someone in. All right, that's also in Ratchet.
Talk to me.
I'm not going to STV right now. I don't want to take anything with me. I'm not going to the Badlands. And I'm not doing this. So this would be an okay spot to go to, like, before I go to STV, I guess.
The path of Rexxar.
Yeah.
No harm, no home. Strength and honor. I can see. Let me show you. Regain my honor.
Thank you, Gildark. Hope I wasn't muted too long. Yep. I was. Oh, you know what? It was the mute button is near my mouse, and I was moving. I think I bumped it. But I was just saying, like, I haven't gotten any either the goblin or the gnome car key for any of my other characters, and I just think it's funny that I have it now on a character that I don't have a mount with. So the next step is I'm going to stop off in Ratchet. I had a couple breadcrumbs have me drop off stuff there. Exactly, Gildark. Like, I'm not hurting for it. I just think it's funny that I have that now. Because Ratchet has some turn-ins for me, and then from Ratchet we go up to Ashenvale. There also might be a tent from Ratchet I can catch too. So I don't think I checked when I was 32 if I had new hunter abilities. I might. Oh, hey, Dirk. Yeah, I just flew over. Also, if anyone's playing a healing character and can use these gloves, I'll send them to you. Just say the word. They got 20 healing on some green gloves. I'm not gonna use them. I'm just probably gonna auction house them. But if you could use them, just whisper me and I'll send it to you when I get to a mailbox. The shield, I don't even know if anyone's gonna want it. It has agility and stamina, which I think a shaman tank might want, maybe. They do well with agility, so I think warriors generally look for strength and stamina. I don't know actually, but I know they can use agility, but I don't know how agility even works for hunters. Warriors do need spirit. How soon I forget blessed. And not a lot of people remember about the power of Turtle WoW spirit warriors. Also, it's almost as good on rogues too. It's also really good for them. What Blessed and I are talking about is warriors specifically on Turtle WoW, just because of the way the code is. If you stack a bunch of spirit as a warrior, you can like regenerate some ridiculous amount of health out of combat. Like we're talking like 1,000 health a tick, up crazy. Oh, I didn't even think of that, Haxer. Yeah, that's true. Although let's not oversell how weak the actual troll regeneration ratio is. It stacks, so it helps, but it's not too good. At least at higher levels, it's kind of nothing. But I don't. Maybe it's way stronger at level 1. That's right, because I think some amount of healing can happen during combat, or I think you might need something for that. But yeah, you can like do a pull, put on your spirit gear with like a macro, get your health back without even eating, and then just slap on your normal gear again and then go at it. It's almost like the game wasn't balanced around being level 1, Haxer. I got to imagine that must have been one of Torta's ideas. Torta has the most fun, but then also equally half-baked ideas. And you can't deny them. But at the same time, you're like, the game was not meant for this. I'm pretty sure... I feel like she must have been the mind behind Vagrant Challenge too. Or maybe the crafting one. I don't know, I feel like... I don't even know if it's true. I just feel like Torta is the mind behind those weird challenge modes. Because the evidence I have for this is on forums. When there's like level 1 lunatics posting about stuff, it seems like it's Torta the one who's responding to them. It's like she's looking and good, like, yes, my little level 1 children. And get some free XP just turning in this stuff. This is great.
Time is money, friend.
Oh, I bring it back to Shimmering Flats? It gave me 1,400 experience points. Okay, we're done. I'm fine with that. That's cool. Is that a tent or is that a tent? I can't tell. I think that's just a... Hello, Gilfrey. If that's Gildark, hello. I know I'd find you here. I think, yeah, you said you were here. Let's see. Oh, yeah, what am I doing? What am I doing here? What does Gaston have for me? Oh, nothing to be restored. Okay. And I have a turn in over here. With Gazlo. Oop, hello. Sorry, Gazlo.
Welcome to Ratchet. Hope you're looking for work.
$710 experience points. Speak with Wharf Master Lawsgill in Booty Bay. Yeah, I could do that. I could do that for sure. Not right now, but I will. Oh wait, where am I going? I gotta go back to the Flight Master. Nope, not you, not you. There it is. Does anyone know how long things stay in the Lost and Found vendor? I do not know the answer to that. I have seen some things that are like ancient and I forgot about, and I've seen other things like disappear and I'm like, and I think they disappeared before the older stuff. I don't know how it's coded. We're just blessed to even have the option, if I'm being perfectly honest. Honestly, it's a lot of the nice things we have are like because GMs were tired of fixing problems. The reason you could trade items one time in raid is because of mislooting in raid. Way back in the day, GMs would help you. You're like, oh my god, I'm sorry. We just gave Perdition's Blade to a priest. They just had a similar name. I'm sorry. And then the GM would go, yep, no problem. And they'd swap it over for you. When you have over 10,000 players on a server, the GMs could not. They didn't have time. So a lot of changes happened during that summer. I did not call the GMs lazy. How dare you? I said they have better time. They have better things to do with their time than fix your stupid loot mistake. And I think they would agree. Like, learn to click and loot right. That's only... Acklix, you can say that because you've done tons of GM work. Although, I mean, blessed, sometimes there are things that are legitimately like Turtle Wow jank, and it sucks. It's like, hey GMs, you know when the server crashed? Well, here's a screenshot of the loot we just got. We didn't finish looting it. You want to help us? Like, something like that I feel is like more a situation where it's like, getting a GM to help out. Especially as if you play US time zone, reset happens on Tuesdays for like US times, like Tuesday night. So if you're raiding or doing anything Tuesday night, there's a good chance you get to be the guinea pig for whatever things they just changed. Sometimes it messes up your raid. Sometimes your Goblin Brainwasher device gives you money instead of charging you for additional spec slots. You know, just US just holding it down. Average, I don't know what your experience with WoW is. If you're new to WoW, I would say just give them a skip. I would say slow and steady is what I would say is the way that the Turtle WoW devs probably want you to play the game. The PvP glyph will give you more XP. Be careful of the lunatics. The level 1 lunatics are looking for you, and they will find you, and they will kill you. So don't be that guy who whines about getting camped for putting on a glyph and keeping on PvP all the time if you're going to do that. But if you're fine with PvP, maybe getting camped, then that one should be okay. Vagrant is probably if you want like a different look at the game, trying to play a different way. There's also the artisan one where you have to craft everything. Again, that's more like Vagrant where you're trying to like play the game in a whole different way. You have to like creatively problem solve. And hardcore is hardcore. You know, you kind of know what you're getting into. Yeah, I wouldn't do what Bless just said. I mean, if you've been playing since 2004, I would say, well, Slow and Steady has some nice rewards. And because it essentially rewards you for doing quests, it's going to force you to look for quests, and you'll find a lot more of the expanded Turtle WoW content that way. So that's the one I kind of suggest to new players. You know, again, I don't really know what you're looking for as far as your experience. So yeah, do not do Vagrant and Slow and Steady. That is a bad idea. Slow and Steady on its own is fine. The Exhaustion glyph is not that big of a help, but if you're someone that you know, doesn't want the aid of rested bonus, then you want that one. Yeah, Aklis got it right. That's how I feel about it. The other nice thing about Slow and Steady, I think some of the rewards are some stuff that you might otherwise just purchase in the donation shop, so you can actually save yourself some money there too. You know, for what it's worth. You'll also get some T-Mog coins, so you can check that out. It's like a good like sampler of like what Turtle WoW has to offer. I'm right there with you, Blessed. I'm also bad at PvP. And, you know, like, if you just want, like, the most, having, like, a full vanilla experience is actually pretty tough nowadays when you really think about it, but you can have one just by doing no glyphs. The tents are gonna kind of change how you look at XP because you can get full rested bonus pretty reliably, pretty quickly. So, you know, that'll change stuff for you, but... Okay, good. Actually, no, not good. If you like League of Legends, I'm concerned for your mental health, but I'm glad you have a fix for your PvP need. Yeah, usually capital cities have a tent outside the city. You can learn how to do survival on your own too once you get to like level 30-ish. Like I have, where is it? Survival. See, I can make a traveler's tent. That's how you make them. You got to learn it from the survival trainer. That's in Nessimary's camp in northern Stranglethorn. What do I have to kill here? 40% off of Felguards? Okay. I have been here before. Oh yes, these are the demons that have maces for no good reason. Big fan of them. Oh, wait. Gotta put on the right aura. So, tents give you rested XP at a very accelerated rate. So you can see, like, I have 43 rested XP. I think that would take, like, half of a level of something like resting in town for, like, a day or two in real time. Maybe a little less, but, yeah. You don't even bother with tents until you're like at least level 15, because the time spent running to a spot where there's a tent, you like the amount of XP gained, because you can only get a level and a half of rested. So, you know, keep that in mind. Oh boy, there's no... We just gotta kill them, don't we? Oh, we're a lot stronger than last time we were here. I gotta kill enough guys to get a Fel Guard, I think. Because the Fel Guards are all... Oh, come on. Misha, go for it. I believe in you. It's a 40% chance for this spear I need. How many do I have to kill? Alright. I hate when they... I've talked about this before. I hate when they share spawns and the ones you're looking for are not up because no one wants to kill the ones that no one wants. Yeah, go. Oh, okay. Got my spear. Easy. Oh yeah, this guy's gonna give me a spear that I can't really use. Because I'm axes only. Axes only the whole way.
The winds guide you.
I could have a hat, guys, that gives me 5 to pole arms. Wowee.
Ancestors reach.
That gave me a good chunk of XP, so that's something. And I have the T-Mog, so... Alright. And from here, I have to go report to Commander Grushak. Alright. I'm probably going to report to Commander Grushak and then wrap it up, because I gotta start making dinner for my delightful wife, Vrograg. Also, this whole area is, if you haven't quested here, this whole area is swarming with invisible mobs, so, you know, be advised. You will bump into some. I think there's like invisible spiders and invisible night elves. See, look, there's one. Just keep running. They can't catch me. This is a cool custom quest chain. This whole area, where is it? It's like, the Warsong Lumber Camp. There's like a Cargathia hold or something, or I forget what it's called. Something hold. This is a cool quest chain out of there, so we're gonna be doing. Wait, did I miss the? Or you're inside. Right, okay.
Blood and thunder.
Wildthorn lurkers have ascended up this... Do you think I should put this in text edits? The Wildthorn lurkers have ascended upon our camp. Shouldn't that be have descended upon? Because ascended would mean climbed up, right? Generally things come down upon you. Things don't climb up upon you very often. I feel like that earns a text edit now. I don't think they did. Okay, so I'm not the only one. Also, if you don't have like a level 60 that can give you bags, a 10 slot bag is nice, so also worth doing. Have descended upon our camp and are giving the peons and laborers a hard time. While my scouts are giving their all to slay them, it is not enough. Go help the cause, Rexxanna. After all, I take you bringing this report as volunteering your aid. Clean the camp of Wildthorn Menace, and I will see you rewarded. What am I making? I ain't making anything. I'm wasting time. But see, like they're all over this spot. But they have night elves near them too, so you gotta be careful. But I think for now, I'm probably gonna wrap up here. I might stream tomorrow. See how I feel. Been having a lot of fun with these streams as always. It's been fun chatting with you guys. We got almost 2 levels today. It's pretty good. The grind continues. I might do some stuff off stream, probably not. I have like all my first aid, fishing, leatherworking. That stuff's all pretty well situated, so not too worried about it. But yeah, I'm gonna go start making dinner for Murrog. So until next time, everybody take care of yourself, take care of one another. When you're playing games, keep in mind the idea is to have fun. So if you're not doing that, play something else. And as always, remember, the deadliest weapon is knowledge. Bye, guys.